Dr. Gary Woolman, Carolyn Baker, taking you through a journey through your self-talk. So when you present in your beautiful way that you already present, you're augmenting your visuals. So you're making pictures of what you're saying, and it slows you down a bit. So you're more in your body and your beautiful heart. And then people can also follow and go, oh, I want more. I want to sign up for her course or this $1 promotion. And then after a month, people want that. So we start off with these 3 key words.
That was excellent what you just did with your hands.
I practice this. I practice what I preach.
That's good.
Saying these words, I smile, and then smile. Go ahead. And say, I smile, and then smile.
I smile.
Yep. I give helpful content. Show it, as you say.
I give helpful content.
Excellent. And I'm to the point.
And I'm to the point.
Right. Now, as you present, utilizing those 3 key things, smiling is obviously a pause and smile in between words, or smiling when you're saying something that's infectious, contagious. And then helpful content can look like different things, but it's obviously something that rolls out, that reaches the audience. You know, I'm doing things with my hands to show I'm coming closer and closer. So I'm doing something really, I'm giving a message with my gestures. So you're hearing me, you get the words, and you're getting the gestures, the verbal words, the vocal sound, and the visual delivery all lined up. You with me?
Yeah.
Then your presentation is so much more gripping, and people are on the edge of their seats because they're seeing what you're saying, they're feeling what you're saying, along with hearing what you're saying. Okay, now introduce the course with those 3. But before you do, we're going to do this one more time. This time, I want you to, you're a singing coach, sing it. I smile, I give helpful content, and I'm to the point. Your version of that. Go ahead.
I can do exactly what you just did. I smile, I give helpful content, and I'm to the point.
Right. Okay. And now doing it with both hands, because you did it with just the right hand. I want to see your full body engaging the human on the other side. And go ahead.
I smile, I give helpful content, and I'm to the point.
Very interesting. That way you use both hands. You see, it's getting to be a little bit more descriptive and interesting to watch. So if we were doing a when Sally met Harry, when Harry met Sally movie, the person over here might go, I want what she's having, because you're having so much fun, you see? And you're slowing down, and you're in your body, you're in your heart, you're in your wisdom, you're in your gut, you're in your foundation lined up. All right? Whispering it.
You want me to whisper it?
Yeah, as you make louder gestures, softer sounds.
Louder gestures, softer sounds. Okay. I smile, I give to the content, and I get to the point.
Okay. And now just mouthing it with no sound, strong gestures. Good. Gibberish. Saying it in gibberish as a dog, bird, cat, creature would. That would be the essence of the communication, but it wouldn't be English. It might something like this. It sounds Japanese, but your version of
I love that. Okay.
Right. See, now if you're having fun, people are going to want to borrow your toothbrush. They're going to want to sign up for your course because you're having such a good time. It's the energy that's coming through more clearly. You with me?
Yeah.
Now, doing it in second person, as though you're saying it to someone else, because you're rewarding this quality in yourself, you also want to reward it in other people. So when you smile, so you want to bring it out in others. It's a whole contract. Go ahead. And you, as though you're talking to someone else. Right. You smile. Yeah.
Sorry, do you mean that I'm wanting them to smile,
or you're reinforcing the same behavior in someone else? Could be a student, could be someone that's working with you, or anyone. If you can reward it in them, you're more likely to practice it yourself. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Like teaching. Okay.
Exactly.
You. Okay.
with words.
Oh, we
With,
okay. Okay. So you got to smile, and then you can bring the content, and then that's how I get you to the point.
okay, great. And now imagine yourself to be a herald, heralding the good news in the Middle Ages for all and everyone to hear on the top of the rooftop, first blowing a trumpet. Go ahead, do
Okay.
that.
Smile. Let's get to the content. Come, let's get to the point.
Right? And now we're going to do something slightly different. We're going to do this in third person singular, saying these exact words. The good news is.
The good news is.
See, Carolyn, when she speaks, she. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
See Carolyn when she speaks, she does her course and you can join, blah, blah, blah.
She smiles.
She
She delivers helpful content, and she's to the point. So
Okay.
talking about in third person. Yeah.
I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah,
Come,
that's
see
right.
Carolyn. She smiles. She comes to the content and she gets to the point.
Right. You feel how you're getting more enlivened. Your message is becoming more enlivened, contagious, passionate, and present. Beautiful. Now, they, if you can acknowledge it in I and you, let's acknowledge it in they, whoever they are. When they present, they smile. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. When you smile, it encourages people to want to come closer. When you get to the content, it shows people the next thing that they need to do. And when you, what's the next part?
Get to the point.
And when you get to the point, and when you get to the point, that'll bring people to the next step that they need to get to so that you can help them move along their path faster.
Excellent. Notice that your gestures are starting to have a language of their own. They're coming alive. Instead of just being there and occasionally making movements, they're actually demonstrating. Now actually saying the exact words that I'm saying. When they speak, they smile.
They smile.
They give helpful content.
They give helpful content.
And they're to the point.
And they're to the point.
Right. You have a piece of paper there in front of you?
I sure do.
With your pen, writing the words, and at the same exact instant that the words are being formed, say the words that you see, which are I smile, I give helpful content,
Yeah.
I'm to the point. To notice how you, as utilizing your body as a laboratory, how you react, resist in any way, have tension related to any of these expressions. It's a good experiment. Go ahead, out loud.
Oh, I smile.
Mm-hmm.
I give helpful content.
Yeah.
I'm to the point.
What did you notice when you wrote that? Was one easier than the other, either in the writing or the speaking, or any little gulps or twists or hesitations or holding the breath? It was in one more than the other of those expressions?
I smiled when I wrote I give helpful content.
Uh-huh.
And when I wrote I'm to the point, I felt powerful.
Excellent. And now notice your communication is getting more powerful. You're getting more to the point.
Yeah.
The point being that this exercise is one that if you were to imagine yourself being a missile at a missile launch, rather than a book launch or a class launch, you're putting in all the right fuel at the place that you take off. So when you take off, you reach the destination far more swiftly, streamliningly, and accurately. We're programming your self-talk so that it's encoded in the cellular memory in a way that wasn't before, because you had all these gifts that you weren't thinking it up. Now it's thinking up in a way that you are literally making more sense because you're appealing to many more senses simultaneously. Am I making sense?
Complete sense. I love it.
Excellent. Now we take it to another level. We take the best of all that you've just shared and shouting. singing, gibberish, singing and then writing it down. And then you do this also in the mirror. I recommend you do it as mirror work every day. So you get the person looking back at you so you can see the same expression coming back at you at the same time. So this is a great practice. Now, what we want to do is simply use saying it as though it's the best of all those different conversations as one, and just notice without performing, without singing, without chatting, without just saying it, how you're so much more synchronistic and integrous with your verbal words, vocal sounds, and visual delivery. Go ahead. I smile.
I smile. I give helpful content. I get to the point, and I'm here to help you.
Oh, no, that's great. So now you see you're on a roll. I'm here to help you. So you got something more that's come out of it because you've led yourself into a momentum that's grown upon itself. That's beautiful. Now I'm going to recommend that you go into the actual promotion about your $1.97, the $197 that
yeah.
you're about to do. But before you do it, getting into the zone first and adding a pause. Thank you. Between the statements. So there's a beautiful presence of your presence that's not crowded. So you start practicing spaciousness. Mozart was known to have said, music is the between the, right? The space between the notes, right? So practicing that and then going right into, people don't need to know that you've done that just before you go on camera. Hello, everyone. And go for that. Okay. So those 3 or 4 statements, I'm here to help at the end, it's a good one. And then going from there into the, go ahead.
All right, here we go. Well, I can feel my nervousness already.
Beautiful. Nervousness is butterflies in formation. Enjoy
yeah,
the
I love that. Yeah, it just means we care. Okay. Hello, wonderful singing students. It is so good to see you. And today I wanted to talk to you about, this singing teaching membership called the Singing Teaching Inner Circle. And what that is about is singing teachers coming together and building a movement for success in your profession as a singing teacher. Now, why is this so important to do together? Well, we know that when we work together, when we stick together, that we have more momentum, that we have more support, that we are surrounded in a way that we can ask questions, that we can discuss information. And with that, you will also have training every single month, and also a singing teaching deep dive where we will work together on your implementations that you put in each month to your singing teaching so that you will have consistent growth and not just be at one place, and not if it's too much, because sometimes it can feel like too much growing as a singing teacher, but you can choose, okay, I want to do 4 hours a month and I want to implement this strategy so that more students come into my singing teaching studio. Or you could implement, I want to change the way that I do this style of teaching so that these students will have this outcome, and then trial it and then come back to the deep dive with all of us and discuss how it went forward.
That's a good beginning. What did you like about that? That you noticed I noticed that you were noticing that you were using some of the same gestures that we unpacked that are part of your superpower. You see, at one point you correct yourself, oh, that's right. And you started then to go exactly to show what you were telling, which is what we were practicing. What else did you appreciate about that? What worked for you?
It was slightly overwhelming, but in a good way, like in a it's a new skill to learn.
Yeah.
And right. I liked that. I liked that it was a new skill to learn. Beautiful. I liked when I made the circle. I liked the circle, and I liked how it came together and using both my hands to.
Yeah.
So that was good, because usually I'll do hand gestures, but I won't,
they won't necessarily match up. So now what we're doing is matching them up. So what you say and how you say it is the same exact statement. to take it to another level so you're able to engage and have people be even more interested, a few different things. You're aware, of course, the timeline from the audience's point of view. And in the English language, when we write, we're writing from left to right. So that is our sense of time moving towards the right in your audience perception point of view. So as I do that from my right to my left, I know that's your left to your right. I can say, and over the course, every month, you can do something that makes a picture of time. Every month, we're going to have an
I see.
opportunity,
So
like
do
a
it that
rabbit
way.
hopping in a field or something, and the first time you may notice this. And when we meet again, the next time, you'll be able to unpack some of your ideas and have, in a collegial situation, have a chat and actually deepen your connection with how you're coming across. So you're showing a timeline with your fingers from your right to your left. Do that now. On the right-hand side with your hands going from on your right-hand side
Right.
is my left. Yeah. So this is my version of viewing you from the past to the present and the future. So do exactly what I'm doing and you'll get it. Each month we move from one session to the next. Go ahead.
Each month we would move from one session to the next.
And every month you'll have an opportunity to, and then say whatever comes up.
And every month you have an opportunity to choose 3 different points that you want to work on in your singing teaching training.
By the third month,
by the third month, you will
blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
And after 6 months, this is what you can look forward to.
And after 6 months, this is what you could look forward to. Oh,
So you're making
that.
a map. You're creating a map. You're creating a navigating map. It doesn't always have to be with the fingers this way. You can do it this way. It doesn't matter. But this is basically revealing time in that direction. Okay. Other things you can do with the space is pause, because you get excited, and when you get excited, it's great for creating emphasis and interest, and then you want to drop it down to more of an authoritative tone, such as, how does this spill out? What does this look like? So you're pacing, you're slowing down, you're giving strong, slower beginnings and endings of gestures and statements, and you pause, asking participatory questions like, does this make sense to you? Even if they're not responding, it doesn't matter. If you engage them in conversation as though you're talking to one human, they're going to feel on the edge of their seat. He's talking to me. I'm important here. It's not just they're downloading information. Yes, this makes sense to me. I want to chat, but maybe you don't allow the chat. So you're asking participatory questions. Does this make sense to you? Things, questions like that. What are other participatory questions you can ask?
And that makes sense, right?
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Are you following what I'm saying? Great. Let's face it, so many of us operate as singing teachers in a vacuum. We do our work, we see our students, we have new clients, we do our marketing, but we're not often in a collegial engagement with a team of supportive equals. This is what this is, an opportunity, both in the live sessions that we offer once a month, and in between, you're able to chat and a deeper dive. We'll have many different subject areas that you can actually ask questions, provide topics, and absolutely do the very things you've wanted to do in a team, as a team basis. So I'm making it up, but I'm probably.
It's amazing. I was actually just thinking when you were saying, I'm like, I'm going to watch over this video, listen to what he's saying, and mimic it.
You might as well, it doesn't belong to me. These gestures are gestures you can take on. Now we have new practice, starting with the words before you even have them say anything of, I smile, I deliver helpful content, I'm to the point, and I'm here to help. And then go, hello, everyone, and then go into the same thing you did. Remember, it's always the first time, and what are you going to do differently this time? Let's find out.
All right, here we go. I smile, I'm helpful, I'm to the point, I'm here to help. Hi, wonderful.
I want you to do that before you do it. I want you to do it in a way that actually connects you not just to your interior world, because you close your eyes most of the time. You're in your own little bubble. Connect with others when you're doing it. So you can say the same words, but it's more you're doing it to engage. So I smile, wait for the person looking back at you, which is yourself, smile. Yeah. I give helpful content. And you're engaged, you're connecting. But this is the way you're going to come across in the presentation anyway. That's what it's for. It's not just to say the words to get into your interior space. It's to get into that inside outside engagement. Now
Okay.
practice, and when you're finished, then go into hello everyone. Go ahead.
All right. I smile. I give helpful content. I get to the point, and I'm here to help people. Hey, wonderful singers and singing teachers. I am excited to see you today because I have something to talk to you about that it's just being created for you. And it is the Singing Teaching Circle membership. And if you join the Singing Teaching Circle membership, it's just $1 for the first trial month. And the reason we want to give this to you is so that you can see what's involved. And what is involved? Well, if you join this incredible group of other singing teachers that all want to aim for success in their profession, you will receive in a month, from the start of the month, you will get a singing teaching application where you will write out different areas where you are already at and where you want to go. Then after that, you will have a singing teaching deep dive. And in that deep dive, we will discuss together your singing points that you want to reach this month and how to get there. We'll flesh them out a little bit so that you can take the steps to go to where you want to go. After that, we have the expert training. And this expert training is with specialists in marketing, in business, in vocal health, and in singing teaching, and they are all there for you. You can go to whichever session you want, just one, none of them, or all of them, all there just for you so that you can reach your goals for that month. And finally, you will have a training at the end of every single month so that you can know another step in the singing teaching journey. In these 8 stages of singing teaching, you will be able to step into yourself, into the greater space that you are. And that will be there for you every single month from the start to the end, and then it goes on to the next month. So if you would like to join, we would love you to come. And it is $1. We are here to help into this community of singing teachers that are aiming for success and making this professional space that brings in financial income and consistency and will build your business. Can't wait to see you there.
Beautiful. You can feel how it's getting better every time, right?
Yeah.
What was better that time?
I had a plan because of your hands.
Yeah.
It made sense what was happening in the month. And
yeah.
Even though it was only over a month, instead of over 6 months, I felt like for joining for $1, they would get to see all the different aspects they could have. And it made it clear in my mind of what to say, even though I was still a little bit fumbly.
It's okay. It's getting better every time. You were making pictures. The next thing to do when you go to practice this with me, or next time we do this, so you can have the chance to practice on your own and then come back to me, is rather than just doing the same motion, like you're cutting a piece of cake, you can have different motions. Like in the first month, you're going to have this happen. By the second month, we get together as a team and we actually collaborate ideas. The third month, one of the things that I'm going to offer is, and you did it with your fingers, but I think it's boring if you just count on your fingers. It looks like you're making a laundry list, and that's not interesting at all. You said 3 things. What were those 3 things?
The expert training. So social media marketing, business growth, and vocal health.
So in that, rather than racing over those words, if you were to say it slowly and making pictures of that, social media, marketing, business growth. You see what I'm doing? I'm showing you little pictures, little cartoony pictures. I'm using my hands as little sculptures to show what I'm telling, and it slows me down. You have a tendency to go fast, and it brings you up into your head, and you lose people. When you go slower and you take your time to simply punctuate your expressions with your beautiful hands, you're forced to slow down, and it brings us into an engagement. Practice that.
Oh, right now?
Yeah, do it in the progression, making different gestures as you hop along like a rabbit to the different months. In the first month and the second month, marketing, social media, and then by the end you'll be able to create your own content. Something that you're showing little pictures. Each one's slightly different as you move across the field now.
All
Go
right, I
ahead.
will practice that. Okay.
Not the whole thing, just that portion.
Okay. So at the start of the month, we will be giving you an application where you get to fill out different areas where you feel like you're already at in singing teaching, who you like to teach, what you like to teach, why you like to teach it, because all of these aspects matter into your next steps. So then from that point, you will figure out, what do you want your next learning point to be? What do you want your next growth to be in singing teaching? And then you will come to the deep dive, where we will spend 2 hours together as a community in the singing teacher circle, and we will flesh out those points so that we can help to discuss and work through what are ways that could be implemented in a strong way. And then we will have the singing teaching experts, and then we will have your expert training. And in this expert training, we will find your business strategy. So there'll be a business strategy session where you can grow and talk about different business points that you would like to grow in. And then we will have social media. Now, social media is so big, but we have someone specific, an expert in that field, so that you can know, as a music teacher, as a singing teacher, I've gotten faster again. So you will know,
Yeah.
as a singing teacher, how to put yourself out there, because it's a big deal when you put yourself out there. And you need to know how to speak to people in a way where they will want to come back and they will want
Beautiful.
to come to you.
Yeah. See what's happening with your gestures?
Yeah.
You're becoming so graphic. It's intimate. Now it's really deeply personal. And your hands are making wonderful pictures. Then you might ask a participatory question. Does this make sense to you?
Okay, add questions. Okay.
Yeah.
So how would it feel to have someone stepping with you every single step of the way? Would it feel good? Would it feel overwhelming? Or would it feel like, don't say overwhelming. Would it
No,
feel
you don't want to give 3 choices. It's too complicated. So are these people going to be listening to you in a webinar?
No, they're just going to see it in a Facebook Live.
Okay, so they're not going to, so they don't participate. So you're simply asking questions, saying like, does this make sense to you? And then obviously they're not going to respond, except they're going to respond with you finding this makes sense to you to take the next step. It's just $1 for the first, month?
Yeah.
$1 for the first month. You probably want to mention that, or not, that, because I want to be clear that what happens after the first month, so they don't feel like you're giving false advertising every month. It's going to be $1. So how are you going to convey that it's more without pushing them away? You just let them know for the first 30 days, and then you can decide at that point whether to go further. It becomes a subscription plan. You want to say something so they're not feeling connived and manipulated. So what would that be in a sweet, soft, gentle, kind, and clear way, where you don't have to give the dollar number, but something where they know for the first 30 days, and then you have the choice, something like that empowers them to feel that they're in charge. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So we're doing an offer right now that's $1 for the first 30 days. And if you like what you are seeing, if you are enjoying the growth and being in the community with other singing teachers, then you can continue on after that 30 days and join into the membership, the monthly membership. But if you choose
and as
not
you get
to,
more comfortable,
is that right?
As you get more comfortable saying it, you'll be more comfortable promoting. Because right now there's a bit of, obviously discomfort about, you don't want to scare people away by saying, and then we're going to be hooked into a program and you can't really. No, it's all, you're in charge. It's your choice. And we'll give the opportunity at that point to join our subscription program. We have different levels, you could say, different levels available. You want to have people feel there's some creativity involved, to appeal to the sense of wonder, the child and within. And many more gifts and offers for you for being able to continue after the first month that will make it so attractive for you in building your business beyond what you could ever do on your own. How's that sound to you?
That sounds
As a
good.
special today, that you want to sign up for your own program? That's great.
Yes, I
To be able
do.
to do, to be able to do that, there's a link here at the bottom of the Facebook Live, and just put your details and your email, and we'll have you continue. We'll give you all the dates and the Zoom link for us to begin. It's going to start, and it's going to be weekly meetings as well as a Facebook group, something like that. Yeah, let them know. And it gets even better as you dive deeper. We offer you even more. Now you have this beautiful recording that I'm going to give to you, obviously, at the end of this, that you can look at and go, wow, I'm going to karaoke with this recording
I
and
know.
practice along to be able to really get this into my body, into my flesh, into my practice. So when I do the recording, I can do it extempore and people are right with me. You could even practice with me and then go right into doing the recording if you want to do it that way. That's cool. That's cool.
Thank you, Gary. Which I would pay you for, by the way, because this has been absolutely amazing. Sorry.
Thank you. Let me turn off the recording for now. When you use your hands to make punctuation points of what you're saying and showing what you're telling, not only does everything make more sense because you're appealing to more of the senses, it slows you down and you have to be more in your body and your beautiful presence when you share your point. So it's a great practice of combining the gestures and the words to be more present and more presenting and more presenting. Wonderful working with you.